Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to the 8 Dimensions of Recovery. Today is a bittersweet day. Today is our last day. I'm a little sad about today, but I'm also happy that you guys took these last 10 weeks to learn what these domains can do for you in your life. So, for that I'm happy. I'm grateful. It's time that we move on to the next 10 weeks. Not just the next 10 weeks of a semester, but the next 10 weeks of your life. What adventures can we pursue? What's next? Did we really achieve our goals this semester? Did we try to achieve our goals? Are these 8 dimensions of wellness working for us? Do we have any questions about these dimensions? Okay, and just in case this is your first time watching this program, the 8 dimensions of wellness are living situation, education, assets, vocational, leisure and recreation, health and wellness, intimacy, and spiritual. How many of us tried this semester, these 10 weeks, to live by these domains? My practice for my goals, I'm going to use these 8 domains. I'm going to apply these domains to my life, all the way down to spiritual. I'm going to make goals based on my spirituality, what I hope to accomplish, where I want to be, how much further in church I want to go. I'm going to apply these domains, and I'm going to see what the next adventure of my life is going to be. So, having said that, Bob.
One thing I've not done a whole lot as I once was doing my book in Catholic prayers and watching Mass on television.
Mm-hmm.
I still attend Mass every Sunday Holy at a Catholic church. But I gotta consider this, I'm also gonna consider God gives you credit when you get your laundry done, your bills paid, do planning of your apartment, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
And how long you do at your part-time jobs.
Yeah. We made goals this semester. How many of us achieved, let's say, 65% of our goals this semester? I think I did. Pretty much everything I said I was going to do came together for me. My weight loss, I said by the end of this semester, I was going to be down to 215 pounds, and I'm down to 210. So I accomplished that goal. But these domains are your roadmap. This is what you use to make your plan with. It's easy to say, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But let's be honest with ourselves. You need a direction to make these things happen. And these 8 domains are that roadmap. So, living situation was the first thing we talked about. If I'm not mistaken, we had a couple people in here that didn't have great living situations. And we have a couple of people that's changing their living situation. We also have people that have great living situations. So, living situations. What are our goals for our living situation? Are we trying to improve? Are we trying to buy a house? Are we trying to move on? What's that?
Being happy and in a safe place.
And happy and in a safe place. Place has to be safe. Has to be safe. If it's not safe, then we need to find ways of making it safe. So, living situation is an important domain. So we need to be watchful of how we live and where we live. You know, you have to feel safe when you wake up every morning and spring out of bed to face a new day. Has to be done safely. So we need to work on our living situation. If in fact it is, we need to work on our living situation. Okay, Bob?
In my first apartment on Winfield Avenue in Price Hill, that was in walking distance from Elder Seton High Schools. When I moved into the other apartment, that was a much better, safer area.
You told us that. That's very good. Are you happy where you are now?
Yeah, and I like the apartment that I was living at on Winfield Avenue, Price Hill, but this apartment's much better.
Okay. Are you safe in your apartment?
Yes.
All right. So your living situation is pretty good. All right. Very good. So, let's make a goal on our living situation. If it's not where we want it to be, let's find avenues to improve that living situation. Did it?
Well, I was supposed to get my voucher this week, but my case manager didn't do her part of the job. So I'm hoping by the 21st, I have the stuff the chief required to give me, so I can get my voucher. Because
Okay.
even though they moved out the drug dealer out of our building, yeah.
The drug dealer must go.
And, well, she was also violent. Too.
Oh, she. Okay. All right.
But, I still feel with the mold in my building, and the neighborhood, it's not very safe.
It's not. It's not. But you're taking steps to improve that. That's part of what the plan is. That's the goal, is to make steps to improve. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's going to happen. And that's what we look forward to, is those small baby steps until we walk that mile. So it may take you a minute to get there, but you will get there. And that's what we strive for, okay? All right, let me get through this. Our next domain was education. How many of us reached the goal in our educational domain? Anybody take a course or something? Yeah.
I took a course, I took Arnison's course.
All right, hey, woohoo! That, Justin, just makes you feel good. I tell you. What about you, Bob?
Well, there's near future goals and far future goals. And I was told you could do this even in your 60s or 70s.
You can, Bob.
And I'm now approaching 60 since I'm 56.
Right.
But a far future goal would be go back to college.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Who has plans to go back to college? Who has future goals to go back to college?
The only problem is I'm not qualified right now.
Huh? That's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm going to Harvard, Ernest.
You going to Harvard? Woo-hoo. I'm gonna go with you.
You going all the way.
We might get kicked out, but I'm going with you. All right. We can ride down together. You driving?
I'll drive.
All right, you drive. We'll take my truck.
Maybe Yale, but.
Yale with one of them. Okay? You're a bit much, Jason, but I like that.
Justin.
Justin. Oops, Doc. Why do I keep calling you Jason?
No, my brother's name's Jason.
Okay. Oh, I know that's an insult. I know. I'm sorry. Yes, Bob, one more.
Harvard and Yale are good colleges because those are considered to be the Ivy League schools in
Yes.
college. So.
Yes. Okay.
The Ivy League payments.
An Ivy League payment. Yeah, you go to Harvard or Yale, you better have a rich uncle in the family or something.
Super rich.
Super rich. Okay. Our next one was assets. Who has assets? I have a few. Not very many, but I have a few. Who has a skill in here? That's an asset. That is an asset. You can make money off your skill. So, that's an asset. So if you don't have anything else, but you have a skill, I think you're doing pretty good in life. Let's find skills. Let's find what we're good at. Let's find what our strengths are and our weaknesses are. That's part of what this process is learning about ourselves. We need to know where we stand financially. Are we paying the bills? Are we in debt? Yes. Is it manageable debt? Is it something you can live with? Do you have a plan to get out of debt? That I do. I have a 3-year plan as far as getting my debt under control. And that's a reasonable amount of time to do it. So I made goals about what my debt, what my assets will look like in a couple of years. That's important to me. What's going to happen to me when I'm turning 55, 56, 60? What's going to happen to me? Where am I going to be? I'm going to be in my condo, that's for sure. But where am I going to be financially? Will I hit the lotto?
Hey.
I could. Hey, never know. But even if I don't, where is it I want to be in a couple years? Amount that I can have in the bank and take trips and live. I want to live. So, where are we going to be in the next 5 years with our assets and our plans for the future? Where are we going to be, Bob?
Well, it could be a good goal for you, Ernest. You're a good staff member here.
Okay.
But when I first started attending the program here, Chris Bedotto said administration's a building right next to here.
Mm-hmm.
That's administration. You
Yeah.
could probably go to administration there.
Oh, Bob, I appreciate it, but I like it right where I'm at here with y'all.
If you want to move up in a way, you could say you could go in administration for this program here, which is the building next to here.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Bob. Bob, you see, I'm moving on up like George and Wheezy. Okay, our next domain was vocational. Anybody? Work on a vocational goal? Where you want to be? Yes, Bob. Dave.
Yeah, I'm working now, so.
Okay.
That's part of my vocation.
Not where you work. When did you start and how are you liking your job?
Well, I'm liking it. The people are very nice.
Okay,
And I started it back in December,
okay,
so it's totally new to me. I haven't worked in a lot of years, so.
yeah.
It's
Mhm.
really helped out.
Okay,
And financially, it's balancing out.
Okay.
Yeah, because I got my rent increase, but that's okay.
right,
But I'm still coming out ahead.
okay, all right, so you're building assets.
Yes.
All right, so, hey, that's how we do it. We grow. That's part of this process. Okay? Leisure and recreation. When the last time you got out and rode a bike, flew a kite, ran around the park, jumped in the water? When the last time you did something recreational? And what is it you do recreational? What is it you like? What gets your heart rate up? What helps you build muscle or build your body? What helps you relax?
I taught football with my son.
Okay.
Weeks ago.
All right.
So that's good recreation.
Gotcha. Bob?
Dave and I went to Bristol yesterday.
Okay. That wasn't recreational. Bob, you probably put on a few pounds. Bob? How much did
It's
you eat?
entertaining.
It was entertaining.
Yeah, that's just entertainment.
Okay, all right. You say you like going to restaurants and getting good food, serving
And also
restaurants.
being with my family over the holiday.
Oh, absolutely.
All that costs money.
All that costs money, Bob, but you enjoy it, and that's a good thing. I want you to keep that in your goals. Keep continuing going to your restaurants and for your
Well, I
entertainment.
gotta not go too much because I gotta lose weight.
You do, Bob, but you're doing fine. You're going to accomplish that. It has to be a goal, Bob. If it's just something you want to do, the chances of getting around to do it sometimes are slim. But when we make things goals, it's easier to accomplish. It's easier for you to go out and complete your goal as compared to just thinking about something. You were going to say something.
I said, what I did recreation-wise is I've been walking in the park. I like walking in parks.
Okay, love that. All right. So, what does walking in the park do for you? Does it relax you? Does it
Yes.
get the heart rate up? Is
Heart
it
rate.
more meditation, or is it a
Yeah.
combination of everything?
You got a combination of all that, meditation, heart rate,
Yeah.
and relax.
Okay. All right. That's very good. What's your favorite park to walk in?
Well, right now,
It's
I'm
Delhi
just walking
Township.
to Delhi, but I go down to Miami Whitewater,
Mhm.
walk that part, and on the paid pass
Okay,
right now, but I'm gonna go off paid pass pretty soon,
okay,
because I'm gonna work on that. 'cause
All right.
I need to do that.
all right.
You ever been to Swain Park?
Huh?
Swain,
Where's that at?
Montgomery?
Montgomery, no, not on the east side of town.
Okay,
I do go to Sharon Woods, and I do go to Witten Woods.
What
right.
about Mount Airy?
Mount Airy,
I've
no.
been there, but I usually go there with groups. I
Yeah,
don't go there by myself.
I wouldn't go to Mount Airy by myself either.
Well, it's broken up in so many different parts,
Yeah, I know.
so you just got,
But Mount Airy
Yeah.
has
yeah.
its reputation.
Yes.
And we're gonna leave it at that, but I wouldn't go to Mount Airy by myself.
No, 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 no.
Okay, health and wellness. Who's taking their health and wellness serious? It is in conjunction with recreation and leisure. If you look at it, you have to stay active. You have to maintain a certain amount of, say, weight, maintain a certain amount of the way you eat, the way you exercise. All that needs to be taken into consideration with this domain. So, what is it we're doing for our health and wellness? Are we achieving our goal with our health and wellness? What do we battle health-wise? Do we battle diabetes, high blood pressure? And what do we do to combat that? And that's part of this domain, is to know what your problems are, what your health issues are, and make a plan to combat these health issues. If you have diabetes, maybe cut down on the sugar, or if you want to lose weight, consider about what you're eating. Again, my lifestyle change was based on what I felt at the time, and I'm glad I did. It was a great choice for me, but I had to sit down and make a plan. I had to say to myself, what goal can I achieve when it comes to health and wellness? And this is what I decided, is to make my lifestyle change. It works for me. I challenge you guys to do the same thing. So, find a plan. Make a goal. Find a direction. Don't just walk. Have a path to walk down. Know exactly where you're going and where you want to get to. I know where I want to be in 6 months. The pleasure of it is, what is it going to look like in 6 months? What exactly will be the final outcome of my new lifestyle change? I'm eager to see that. I'm eager to find out what's next. How am I going to look? Am I going to look better? Or look worse? You know, that's impossible.
Definitely not any worse, Ernest.
Okay. Anyway, what's your next adventure? What is it we want next to come for us? I want you to think about that, because that needs to be part of your intake next week during break week. That needs to be part of your goals. You know, we picked 3 goals. I made you do goals every week. I made you do weekly goals and monthly goals. That was only to kind of get you motivated for your goals for next term. So when you go in for your intake for next week, break week, you'll have a direction. You'll know exactly what it is you're trying to seek for the next 10 weeks. Make it something achievable, absolutely, but come out of your comfort zone. Do something that you haven't done before. Go somewhere you've never been. Experience something new. We can't take the same class every semester just because we're comfortable in it. The path to recovery is uncomfortable. So we have to go through uncomfortable situations in our recovery in order for us to get to the other side. So I want you to challenge yourselves. Don't just accept something because it's there. Look for something. Search for it. Don't just let it come to you. Go look for it. Go find it. Make a plan. Dig a hole. Reach for that buried treasure. Excuse me. You know, my lips sometimes get stuck. But I just want you guys to start making plans for the future. Because you guys have a future. You have a roadmap to that future. And I'd like to see you put that roadmap to use. So, I've talked for the last 25 minutes. And you know I can talk for another 30. Yes, Bob?
You sound very energetic all the time, Ernest, but you look like you're more alert today.
Okay. Well, I didn't get to bed till early this morning, but
you're speaking even more fluently than you have in the past.
Okay.
So.
All right. Thank you.
Get him, Bob.
Who has future goal that they want to share with us? A future goal. We've done daily. We know who didn't do laundry. We know who did. We know who went to church. We know all these things about ourselves because we did 1 week goals pretty much every week. We know that that's a necessary thing to do. That 1 day goal has to be something that's meaningful and direct, that's going to help you accomplish. So we know to make a 1 day goal. We also made the weekly goals. And for the most part, I'm proud of everybody for accomplishing the daily and weekly goal. So, who has a future goal? We're going to go around the room. So I want everybody to think about what their future goal is going to be. Next 10 weeks. What do we hope to accomplish in the next semester? What is it we want? Who? Okay. The next one is intimacy. That was a very
Touchy subject.
touchy subject for some of you.
Touchy.
It's okay.
I didn't mean that. That was an accident.
Not touchy. Maybe not touchy, but it was a sensitive topic. It was a sensitive topic. And like I said again, it's not uncommon for people with mental illness to be embarrassed about their
I think
sexuality.
it's uncommon for anybody.
For anybody, but especially for those with mental illness. We need to take in consideration what intimacy is and what we hope to accomplish, what we want. Do we know what we want intimately? Is there somebody out there that can provide us with that intimacy that we need? Again, it's human. We're human. And just because we're 60 doesn't mean that life ends at 60. You just began when you're 60. You're entering into a whole new phase of your life. Shouldn't be limited just because you're 60. Actually, it should be enhanced. You should take chances when you're 60 and above. Love is out there for us all. That intimacy that we seek, it's there. We need to find it. We need to know what it is we like and enjoy. That's okay. It's not okay to be intimate. I mean, it's not wrong to be intimate. It's necessary. This is one of the most important domains that you're going to face. This is probably the domain you think about more than any of them if you really take in consideration. This is something we all think about on a daily basis. I know I do. Good or bad. Sometimes bad, but I keep it clean. But I know what I like. I know what makes me feel the way I want to feel. And I explore that. So again, I'm not perfect. I definitely try to stay within my spiritual guidelines. I do. But I'm human. I make mistakes. Sometimes I take chances that I shouldn't. Where does that lead you? The responsibility of intimacy we talked about. What's your responsibility? We said no means no, and no means no. But when you're with someone that is your equal, you know, what is it we do? How do we pleasure each other? What is it we need from one another? Communication, definitely. We need to communicate. We need to explore. We need to ask questions. We just can't assume someone is on the same page of us just because we want something or we yearn for something. We can't assume everybody is on that same page. We have to be respectful of what our partner wants. It's all about getting to learn yourself, first of all, before you could ever get to learn anyone else. You have to know who you are. You have to know what your needs are. And don't be afraid to explore that. The song goes, when I get that feeling, I need sexual healing.
Come on, Ernest.
That's a song. And it's true. It's necessary. It's been happening since the beginning of time. You're not the first. You're not going to be the last. You're not going to be judged.
Ernest, Bob hasn't raised his hand in the last 10 minutes because of this topic.
Okay? He hasn't.
That
But
was supposed to be funny.
I know. Yeah, Bob is a little quiet right now. But I understand that. I understand how Bob feels. Because once upon a time, I felt the same way. I was uncomfortable about the topic. Especially when I was in the midst of one of my depressions. It was the furthest thing from my mind. First of all, medication I was on didn't allow me to feel that desire. So I went a period of time, and I'm still going through a period of time, where it's more important that I find what I look for, that I seek, than for me to just go in a direction that's not going to benefit me. I know what I like. I know what I seek. I actually know who I like. But, you know, it's about getting that mutual feeling with each other. Being on that same sheet of music. I want someone who is my equal. I don't want nobody that's beneath me or above me. I want to be with somebody who's equal with me. I know that. I'd still date Oprah if she wanted to. I would. But you know what you need in life. And you know what you need people to give you. Explore that. Find it. Live by it. It's okay. It's not a dirty subject or a dirty word. It's life. And be in life. Okay? And the last one is spiritual. Spiritual. I go to church every Sunday. I am Catholic, like I say. And we're not going to debate religion because everyone has a right for the religion of their choice. I just hope everybody has a higher power. That's all I ask. Whether it's Allah or Muhammad, Buddha, Jesus, we need to find what satisfies us spiritually. We need to know how to pray, what we're praying for. We need to know these things. These are strengths. All these domains are our strengths, but we have weaknesses in these domains as well. We need to know what those weaknesses are. We need to know what our strengths are. So, I'm challenging you guys, look over these domains. Make these domains part of your goals for next semester. Incorporate these goals into next semester. This class just doesn't end here. It doesn't end here for you. It can be a lifelong thing for you if you allow it. we can live a successful life by these domains if we allow it. Or we can go back to our old ways and our old style of living in a depression, living in anxiety. Without using these tools, we can do that. And sometimes it happens. So it's up to us to know when that's happening to us. It's up to us to know what our triggers are, like I say every week. Know what your triggers are. Know how to combat those triggers. Find methods like the box breathing method that I'm so up on.
I've been doing the box.
You've been doing the box breathing. After 10 minutes, you feel like you're going to pass out, but for 5 minutes, it's a wonderful tool. It's a wonderful tool for me. Find methods that work for you. What are some methods that work for you? Anybody know? Bob, is there a method that worked for you?
As far as communication and spirituality, there's both verbal and nonverbal communication.
Okay.
See, when I do prayers late at night with my bedroom light turned on top of my bed in private with God, those are prayers done verbally. When I'm attending Mass at the Catholic Church on Sundays, holidays, if I do prayers, I do it in my thoughts, but I can't do it verbally because I'm around a crowd of people.
All right. We do. I got you, Bob. All right, who raised their hand over there? Melvin!
Oh, yeah.
First time hearing from Melvin, everybody! Woohoo! Come on, Melvin.
Anyway, when I can't sleep, I have a couple, like if I have a problem, I go to sleep. I want to just go straight to sleep. But I can't do it, so I just lay up and I just say to myself, relax, rest, sleep. Say it over and over and
Okay.
over.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, it's morning time.
Okay.
Or I'm getting up to use the bathroom or something like that.
Right? So that's the meditation that you use, is you use words to kind of slow you down. That's in respects like box breathing. In respect, of course it's different, but in effect it sends the same message. You allowing yourself to focus, you're allowing yourself to breathe, you're using thought to accomplish the goal. That's a good form of medication. Positive affirmations. Repeating. Sleep. Rest. What was the other one?
Relax,
Relax.
rest, sleep.
Sleep.
Okay, now you stop and think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing two things at one time.
Okay.
So in order for the sleep to set in, you really don't know it.
Okay.
Because relax and rest is the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But I'm going to try that. I'm going to use that. Every time I see a tool, every time someone come up with a method, I give it a shot. See if it works for me. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But, for the most part, nothing beats a failure but a try. Try it. See if it works for you. If it doesn't, go to something else. But find something that works for you and use it effectively. Bob.
I know this also has to do with spirituality, but God counts efforts, not results.
Yes, he does. He does. All right, very good. All right, we have some new students. A new student. And I'd like for her to introduce herself. We don't use last names for your protection. You can use Queen Bee if you want to. You can use whatever you like. Just give us a little bit about you. Don't have to be specific. Please don't be personal if that's not what you choose to. Just give us a little bit about your life and your direction. What do you hope to see in 10 years? What do you hope to do in 5 years? What do you hope to do tomorrow? Okay.
I'm Alexis.
Alexis! Hey! Very good.
Tomorrow, well, I hope to go to work.
Okay. That's a good goal for tomorrow. Go to work. All right.
In 5 years, hopefully be married or somewhere close there.
Very good, very nice. All right, and 10 years from now, what do you hope to accomplish?
I don't know yet.
Okay,
Haven't
it's a
done that
working
far.
process.
Yeah.
The fact that you have a 5-year goal, that's wonderful. That's one of the domains, the intimacy and the relationship part of our lives. Do we want a significant other? I do. I want to share. I want to wake up every morning and roll over to bad breath other than my own. That's okay with me. Someone that I know, someone that I yearn for, someone that I'm attracted to. I'm attracted. That's okay. That's necessary. So, I know what it is I want. I know what it is I seek. And I hope to accomplish that. I hope that it works out. First of all, I hope that I get everything I want and deserve in a relationship. Because I would like to be in a good, healthy relationship. I am willing to take that chance, to give my heart. I'm willing to do that again. It's not easy.
It's hard.
It's
Once
hard.
you give it up, or
Yeah, it's hard.
once you
Yeah,
find love,
and you commit to it.
then that goes bad, and then try to do it.
Oh, we don't look at it as going bad,
It's terrible.
Justin. But it's a possibility. It is a possibility that it may not be that person. It does take time. This is not something that happens overnight. This is something that takes time. Someone you want to get to know. You want to share new experiences with. That doesn't happen overnight. But if it's something you seek or something that you even consider, don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. It is better to have loved and lost than not to have loved at all. It's okay to love someone. It's okay for someone to love you. That doesn't make you a bad person. Difficult with the mental illness, it is. You have to try that much harder. You have to give 150% instead of 100% because you have obstacles in your way. And we need to be able to maneuver around these obstacles. So, not only is it difficult for us with mental illness, we have to try harder. Okay? Bob, and then we'll go to Dee Dee.
She can go first.
No, you go first.
It's all right to have a liking relationship with other members of your family.
It is.
You have to like your other members of your family.
I don't like my family members. I was with them this weekend for an 87th birthday party, and they got on my nerves. No, I love my family. I do love my family. That's the one thing that I do have is a supportive family. They watch these episodes because they want to know about me. They take the time to get to know what I experience, what I'm going through. They want to know these things. And it's okay for them to know. I want them to look and see that my cousin go through something difficult at times. What is it I can do to help? They are my support system. They are my support system. My family is my support system. Some of them are better at it than others. Some of them ain't good at it at all. But I have respect for those who are in my corner and go the extra mile to make sure I'm satisfied. So I have a healthy respect for that. Dee Dee! Dee Dee! Yay! We clap for you already, Dee Dee, but we love clapping for you.
Well, my issue is, my family treats me like a disease. Once they found out I had both a physical and a mental illness, which makes it a lot harder to get to people and stuff. I did invite them to my 50th, but they all turned down.
Did they?
So, the church has been a big help for me.
Okay,
They're actually the ones sponsoring that birthday party
okay.
on Saturday. And it's actually the only birthday party I've ever had.
Okay,
So it'll be something different for me.
all right. Are you gonna enjoy this birthday party?
I'm gonna try to.
Allow yourself to. Do enjoy it. We can't make decisions for everybody else, and I know that it's something that you would like. If it doesn't happen, these tools are there for you. These tools are the tools that you use to help you deal with and cope with what you're feeling and why you're feeling that way. It hurts.
It makes me a lot more angrier.
I know.
mean, I've always been told I was a kid that nobody wanted, that I was a paycheck.
No.
No, come on,
So,
Diddy.
my sister was the child that was always wanted. She was
Right.
firstborn, my mom wanted that. So, and of course, I had a twin,
Right,
but he was born with deformities and was killed.
okay.
So I have to deal with the PTSD
Mm-hmm.
on top of the bipolar and the physical. And I have to start looking for other people for liver. I'm dying from it.
Okay,
So, and I'm a rare blood type.
right,
That makes it worse. But I am learning to adjust as much as I can.
okay,
My degree in social work has helped.
okay,
I'm going to be looking for a part-time job
okay,
I want to do with children because my major is social work, my minor is early childhood.
okay,
So, but I have been out in the work field for almost 20 years.
okay.
So, and I do need, one goal here is to improve my computer skills.
Okay, are we gonna take computer courses next semester?
We'll try to.
Okay,
But Deborah wants me to take all these other courses. I was like, no, I need to get a course that's gonna prepare me for a regular job.
I agree, I agree. And that's a goal. These are goals that you're setting for yourself.
Another goal is to get a service dog.
Get a service dog. Oh, okay, that would be nice.
I'm moving. I will get a good certificate eventually,
Mm-hmm.
if my case manager does the job. But,
We're gonna talk to your case manager. We're gonna shake them up. Come on, case manager, you get your job done. All right. We have 15 minutes. Let's go around the room. Give me a domain that you're gonna focus on more than, not more, but give me a domain that you're gonna focus on a lot for the next 10 weeks. Give me one of the domains. You know what the domains are? Those are the domains.
I'm gonna say education.
Education. You still in nursing school
Still in nursing school.
and you're doing the thing.
I wanna finish strong.
You're gonna finish strong. That's a goal. That's a wonderful goal, is improvement, improving ourselves. And not only does she want to improve herself, she want to be at the top of her class doing it. She's striving for something other than just the educational part of this domain. She wants to be one of the best in her class. That's very, very honorable. That's the goals that we should set for ourselves. It shouldn't just be about finishing something. It should be about accomplishing something, more than just doing something. So,
Can I say something?
yes,
So, I had a job, a career,
Uh-huh.
and I always, like it wasn't enough. I wanted to do something else, and I thought the goal was getting into nursing school and going to nursing school. But as I've, been going to school for, going on 3 years, it's like, it's more than just getting there.
Right.
It doesn't stop right there. You just have to keep going. So
absolutely.
keep going.
Keep going. That's a goal, is to keep going. It's hard. It's hard to motivate ourselves, but we can do it. David,
Assets,
assets. You're working on assets.
yes.
What we're gonna do to work on assets? What's the goal? To save a certain amount of money, to take a trip?
No,
What?
to get some decent furniture,
Okay, yeah, you said you wanted to get furniture.
yeah.
Okay,
And that's the close goal.
okay,
Long term, I just want to save some extra money.
Okay.
In case I need it for health reasons.
absolutely, absolutely. Never know what's gonna happen, so we have to have a nest egg.
Right.
Assets. Very good. One of these domains that you look forward to working on.
Spirituality.
Spirituality. Give us a little bit about that.
Just going back to church,
Mm-hmm.
getting back into that.
Okay. Is there a specific church you go to?
Catholic.
Catholic. All right, Catholic. Woo! Is there a particular direction you want to go in?
Not really.
Okay, just get back in the church and get your spirituality moving. That's okay. That's good. Bob.
I know I'm very much on spirituality, but I'd say spirituality.
Okay. Absolutely. I figured you would, Bob.
Yeah, do prayers for these women who are in college,
Mm-hmm.
that they graduate from college and get good jobs, they make good money.
All right. See, Bob, you just always think of others. That's what separates you from a lot of people, is that you really, really think of others more than you do yourself. And that's very nice. Justin.
I got two.
Two.
Living situation and spirituality.
Okay, absolutely. You're going to be moving out on your own.
About a month.
About a month. Woohoo, everybody. All right.
It won't be necessarily on my own. I guess stay in a group home, but it gets me out of something.
Right, absolutely. That's the goal. Is it'll get you to your next stepping stone, and from there you'll make goals to go to your next place. Doesn't stop. Just because we alleviate ourselves from one situation doesn't mean another one won't come. So we have to keep moving. All right.
Of course, spirituality.
Spirituality. I would think you were going to say
Always
spirituality.
trying to be a better person.
All right.
Help those that are in need.
Okay.
Try to give them good advice.
Yeah.
I was at a, what was that?
She made that.
Huh?
She made it.
Right, she remembered. And a young lady was there and she admired my headpiece. And I was telling her about it. And I went out in the car, she said she wanted black. And I had a black one because I had spent the night with my daughter in
Right.
Westwood. And I brought it out to her, it just made her so happy.
All right.
And I was happy for her.
Yeah.
She put it right on, I showed her how you put it on.
Okay.
I said, inshallah, I hope the next step will be you to embrace Islam.
Okay.
Whatever, but have God in your life,
Absolutely.
you know.
Absolutely.
And that helps me with everything in my life.
Absolutely. You can buy me a red one.
Okay.
Give me a red one. I'll put it on. I'm just
But
kidding.
you got
Did
the kufi.
Okay. Did
Well, the first one is housing.
Housing. We know that.
And one that I don't know where we need, but advocacy for myself.
Absolutely. And you are starting to speak up for yourself and push people around. Come on, Dee. Push them.
My mistake is I pushed too hard.
Oh, you almost ran me over with your wheelchair one day. That's
Because
okay.
I didn't see you behind me.
Oh, it's okay. You almost ran me down, but we cool. I'm gonna let that go. Yeah, we cool. Melvin.
Good health,
Good health.
spirituality.
Spirituality.
Probably when I ain't got nothing to do, I'll probably be proofreading.
Okay, all right. So, educational as well. Working on the mind, working on the spirit, working on the body. That's great. Amanda! Woohoo! Amanda!
I think mine would be physical wellness, just because I need to start working out more, start taking better care of my body. I drink a lot of pop, so I'm trying to wean myself off of all the Dr. Pepper that I drink.
Leave the pop alone. Even the diet. We're gonna leave soda
So if you see me
alone.
with soda, just tell me. We
Ah,
talked about this, Amanda.
we talked about it. We made a goal. But, Bob,
Man, I gotta cut back on that.
you do.
Me and you,
Bob.
Bob.
Pretty good, diet non-do.
Even diet has
Diet is
sugar.
still have to gain weight.
Sometimes it's worse than
Yeah.
regular soda. It's actually worse. Yeah, it's worse. So, you're not achieving the goal that you're searching for with that pop. So, I would consider drinking more water. We have flavored water in there now. Just make some healthy changes. Lifestyle change ain't for everybody. It was for me because I wanted it bad. I just want to be physically fit again and healthy. I want that for myself, and I'm not going to stop until I achieve that. So that's been a goal of mine for the last couple of months. You know, my weight loss didn't happen overnight. It was a process, and I followed that process all the way through. Now, I challenge you guys to find a process and work through that process and see what the other end looks like. See what the finish line is. Know it. Know what you want. Go for it. Be inspired. One thing I want to always do for you is I want to inspire you. That's the one thing that I want you to take away from this class. Did Ernest inspire me? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Hope I did. But if I didn't, I want you to find that inspiration within yourself. I want that fire to spark up again. I want you to have wants. I want you to have needs. I want you to have desires. I want you to have all ranges of emotion. Find out how to feel again. It took me a while to learn how to feel again. It took me a while to enjoy summers again. It took me a while to be able to get through Thanksgivings again, because that was probably the hardest holiday for me to get through was Thanksgiving. And now I have new rituals. Now I have new things to do for holidays now. So I kind of left the past and kind of build the future around my holidays now. So some things you have to let go of. Some things you have to embrace. Embrace the future. Don't be afraid of it. Mental ill people sometimes are afraid of what comes next. Of course, I'm always afraid of the shoe dropping and what's going to happen to me next week. People, you can't spend your life like that. You can't accomplish things like that. We have to change the way we think. We have to change the way we react to things. We have to look at things in a different light now. When you see the glass half empty or half full, change the way you think. Change the way you approach things. Find your direction. You have a beautiful life ahead of you. You have tools now you can use. You have goals now that you can use. I challenge you guys. This is our last class together. Won't end here. This doesn't end. This class will not end for you today. Me teaching you will probably end, but you teaching yourself will never end. I want you to take that in consideration. I want you to build your goals, and I want you to find that future that you seek. Because we all seek a future. We all seek that. We all want a good future. Let's find directions to make that future good. Melvin, one more before we go.
Have you already did the evaluation forms?
No, I didn't want to do the evaluation forms on camera. I want to give you guys a chance to fill these evaluation forms out. They're at the desk. Do fill one out for this course. Be honest. Let us know what we can do better. Let us know what we can do better. I know I'm loud, so that's going to be one of the critiques. But I can handle that. I can live with the fact that I'm loud and that sometimes I need to tone down because it's a trigger for some. I know that. And I'm careful of that. So changes. I need to make changes. We all need to make changes. Don't be afraid to make a change within yourself. Find new ways to grow and change from what the past held. Can't live in the past, people. Can't live in the past, although we try to. I know I do. When I get depressed, all I can do is look back. But now I'm looking forward. What am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to everything. Getting older, I'm looking forward to what my next vehicle's gonna be. If, in fact, I'll sell my condo and buy a house. I'm looking forward to these things. These are things that I think about. These are things that I make plans for. I don't know how I'm gonna get through the winter, but we'll face that as it comes. That I don't look forward to, but something that have to be done. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to make this the best winter that I've had in a long time. I have tools now. I don't know how, but I'm going to make this a good winter. I'm not going to isolate in the house because it's cold. I'm going to get up, put on my bubble coat and bubble pants and my boots, and I'm going to get out into the world. I'm going to live this winter. That's the hardest thing for me to do, is live during the winter time. I'm going to live this winter. That is my goal for this winter. And with that, we're out.